Hello everyone and welcome back to machine learning session, right. So, in the earlier class we have covered module 1 up to concept learning, and again to continue with concept learning we have left out till that table of using a playing a water sport, right. So, again that concept learning is just inferencing a boolean value Boolean valued function from a training example from its input and output. Now, with the same example what we have discussed earlier in concept learning, that a person will be playing or going for a water sport, right, on a particular day. So, whether on that particular day it will be sunny or cold or rainy, or it might be warm, or humidity will be high, etc. You need to check with that. Say for those things you have some attributes. What are those attributes? Like sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water and forecast are the attributes which we have represented that in the table, right, first row of the table in the example, right. These are the attributes: sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water and forecast. So, for these attributes we have the specific values. The specific possible specific values of these attributes, like sky, the possible specific values are sunny, either it might be cloudy or else it might be rainy. Then for air temperature the possible values are warm and cold. For humidity the possible specific values are normal and high. That means humidity can be normal or humidity can be high. Similarly for wind, wind can be strong or wind can be weak. And another possible value, specific value for water is warm or cool. Then for the forecast the specific values will be like forecast will be changed or forecast remains same. So, for all these attributes the possible specific values will also be represented in the table, right. Then for that we will, in the concept learning, we will infer a boolean value, that is 1 or 0, that means yes or no. In the last column you can see that we have represented it as yes or no. For the first two instances we have represented it as yes, you can go for enjoying the sport, and for the third one we have represented it as no. So, for no it is like you cannot go for sports on a particular day. Say again, if you go to fourth row, then you can check that yes, we will represent it as yes. So, the boolean values will be represented as yes and no. That means whether you can go for in sport on a particular day or not. So, concept learning will be basically help you with boolean values, like whether you can represent on a particular day you can go for that particular game or not. Now, those things whenever you go on all possible days, you call it as an instance x. Say instance x will represent all possible days. Say all possible days means either it might be a positive day or else a negative day. So, positive day you will go for water sport, on a negative day you cannot go for water sport, but all possible days means you will be having a certain number of days. So, that is something called as an instance x. So, now to find out the hypothesis, what is that hypothesis, you can make it out. Like hypothesis is the representation to the learner for considering the constraints on those instance attributes. So, again I will repeat, hypothesis representation to the learner which will be considered considering the constraints on the instance attributes. So, these are the attributes which are there, like all the 6 attributes, or else you can map it onto a vector of a set of 6 vector attributes on the instance x, like all possible days, right. Then you will find out all the hypotheses which are there in that particular attributes, right. So, big H or capital H will represent all possible hypotheses. So, all possible hypotheses will be represented by capital H, whereas small h will be hypothesis H in big H, that represents the Boolean value, right? Hypothesis means more number of hypothesis is present in a constraint, that means in the attribute, right, in an instance. Next, this hypothesis is a instance which will be representing in the Boolean value out of all these hypotheses which are present there, right. Now that is represented as an hypothesis H will be denoted as X is the instance which will be represented here, right, of the instance X, whether it is 0 or 1. 1 means yes, 0 means no. That is what we have defined in the table, example table. Like hypothesis H is something like the instance X is been denoted as 0 or 1. Now that after learning what is that hypothesis H will be represented for all possible values of hypotheses which are present in that particular instance X, then you need to learn what is that target concept. So target concept is C of X. C is represented for a target concept. So small c is representation for target concept. Then you will say it as target concept C of X is either 0 or 1. 0 or 1 means again the Boolean value yes or no. So this target concept is the main concept learning what we are doing. For that we will take the help of hypothesis representation. Now you need to get the end result of target concept C of X is either 0 or 1 with the help of hypothesis small h of the instance X is 0 or 1. Then you need to check with all possible number of hypotheses, like all possible number of hypotheses which are present or which are represented with this small h. That means in a set of big H, right, there will be n number of possibilities which are there. That means more number of hypotheses are there. Now how many hypotheses are representing this with 0 and 1? That is what we need to look for. So how many days will be positive days, how many days will be negative days, and so on. That is what we need to check for. Now the goal of the learner is to find out a hypothesis in H such that hypothesis H is equal to C of X for all X in X. That means small x in X means it is the instance of the attributes. Instance means it is all possible days of these attributes. So every day sky will be there, every day air temperature will be there, every day humidity will be there, like every day wind, water forecast, every day you will be getting that. For all possible days of this X, in small x you will be representing it as concept, target concept C of X. So then you will need to check with the each hypothesis in this hypothesis, right. So that is H of X is equal to C of X. So once you map all the hypotheses of 0 and 1, then you will be getting the target concept here of C of X, which are in the representation of instance X. Now for that hypothesis that a person, for example now that a person here, a person will enjoy the sport or not, right. For hypothesis that a person will enjoy the sport or not, if you check the table again, like when that person will go to the sport and well that person cannot go to enjoy the sport, then you will see that whether he will be going for the sport or not. Now before going for the notations, I will tell what is that notation. Here we have represented the notations like the constraints which are there for these attributes. Question mark, the symbol question mark will say like any value is acceptable. If you are marking the question mark symbol for the hypothesis, then it will accept any value. If you mark it as null, then no value is acceptable for the hypothesis. For the hypothesis, if you mark it as null, then no value will be accepted. Then if you mark or if you represent a particular value, that means a specific value. Specific value means these are the specific values. These specific values will be all possible specific values for these attributes: sunny, cloudy, rainy, warm, cold, normal, high, strong, weak, warm, cool, same or change for respective attributes of sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water and forecast. So, for all these things, these are the specific values. If you specifically mention that value like it is warm, or it is cool, or it is normal, or it is high, or it is sunny, then that becomes the specific value, right. So, if you mark it with representation of question mark symbol, then any value will be acceptable. Either it might be sunny, rainy, cold, warm, etc. It will be accepted irrespective of the specific value, it will accept it. If you mark it with the notation null, then it will not accept any value. You cannot mark with a specific value at all. So, it will not take any value. Now, with using those notations to find out the hypothesis of small h, later to go and map with the concept target C of x. So, first we need to find out the small hypothesis, small h hypothesis, h of x. So, for hypothesis small h, that a person will represent and enjoy the sports here such that it will be represented as question mark symbol, then a cold will be there, and again 3 question mark symbols are there. Now, it will represent, or it will say that cold is a specific value. Next, all these rest of the symbols are question mark symbol. That means question mark symbol is what? Question mark symbol is accepting any value, either it might be rainy or normal, weak, warm, strong, etc., whatever it might be. So, it will accept all the values. That means this is a positive value, this represents a positive value, or it will denote it as a positive day. Positive day means it is 1, right. So, this represents a positive day, you can go for sport. Similarly, for a general hypothesis, every day if you take another positive value, that means in general if you represent a particular day, that it is a positive day. Then for all possible values of the general positive day, that means you need to go for a water sport on that day. That means either it might be cold or rainy or sunny or warm, cool, etc., normal, strong, weak, everything will come here with the representation of only question mark symbols, right. No specific value or no null value is present here. So, that means a general hypothesis for every day is positive. Here on a particular day it will be positive. Sometimes this specific value will change. So, if this specific value will change to null, means this will be a negative day. If this specific value will change to again question mark symbol, that means it will become a positive day. Now, if you go to a negative case, that means if it is negative means all the values will be null, or any of the value will be null. If one of the value is null, means then all the values are null. So, null means it is no, it is a negative day. You can say it as no, you cannot go for water sport. This is what is concept learning of we will achieve C of target concept, right. C, the representation of C is target concept. So, C of x is 0 or 1. So, I will repeat. So, we have certain attributes like sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water and forecast with all possible specific values of for sky it is sunny, cloudy and rainy, and for air temperature the possible values are, the possible specific values are warm, cold. Then again for humidity possible specific values are normal, high, for wind strong and weak, for water warm and cool, for forecast same or change. Now, using these specific values and attributes for a given instance x for all possible days, now you will represent them with an hypothesis. Before mapping that to hypothesis, you should have a target function C. So your target function C is what? Your target function is like your target concept. You are making a concept learning. So your concept target is C. You are representing it as C. Now you need to get this value 0 or 1 for the target concept C. Now how do you get this? You will be getting this by representing in the form of a hypothesis. So hypothesis representation to the learner will be considered on the constraints on the instance attributes. These are the constraints which are there on the attributes on the instance. Instance means what? On a particular day you will be going for a water sport or not. So H, big H will be all possible hypotheses. So big H represents all possible hypotheses. So all the small h is a single hypothesis, right? Similarly, all possible hypotheses will represent big H, that is hypotheses. So hypothesis small h is in big H, which represents a Boolean value, that is h of the instance x will represent the Boolean value 0 and 1. Now that the goal of the learner is to find the hypothesis in small h is such that h of x is equal to c of x for all possible values of x in the instance x. So you will get the target concept c of x with the help of finding out all possible hypothesis h of x. For instance, with respect to a positive case, all the symbols or notations what we represent here with question mark symbol or with specific value will represent a positive day, and for general hypothesis every day will be positive. That means all the notations will be with question mark symbol. If it is with question mark symbol, it represents a positive day. If it is a negative day or no, means the symbol or notation will be represented as null, right? So all those constraints will be mapped with the notations like, again, question mark represents acceptable values, null symbol represents no value is acceptable, and these are the specific values which are there with respect to each attributes. Now, after concept learning, then again the next subtopic of concept learning is concept learning as search. Concept learning as search is viewed as the task of searching the hypothesis that is best fitted to a training example. That means, the goal of this concept search is to search and find the hypothesis that is best fit or that best fits the training example, right. Whatever the training example we will be taking, for that this hypothesis has to be best fit. So, for that you need to make a search. So, the goal of concept learning as a search is to find the hypothesis that best fits the training example. For that you can consider an instance, right. You can consider the instance x and hypothesis h. So, for all the instances of big X and the hypothesis h, right, already you have the attributes sky and other attributes with respect to sky are remaining 5 attributes, right, temperature, humidity, forecast, etc. Out of that, now for example, if you consider for the attribute sky you have 3 possible values, and for other attributes you have 2 possible values. If you just look up the table, in the previous time I have written on the board like how many possible values, specific values are there. For sky you have 3 possible values, either it might be sunny, cloudy and rain. For rest of the attributes it will be only 2 specific values. That means, now the maximum distinct value instances or specific values you can get is 96. For first attribute sky it will be 3 specific values, for remaining all the 5 attributes it will be 2 possible specific values, right. So, 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 and into 2 means multiplication of all these specific values will be resulting in 96 distinct instances. Now, every hypothesis, if every hypothesis is containing one or more null symbols, then it represents a set of empty instance, right. X means instance, it will be a set of empty instance. That means, concept learning as a such means we are going to search a particular hypothesis which will be best fitting for the training examples whatever we consider. So, for the training examples whatever we are training, we need to get the best fitting hypothesis. So, how do you get the best fitting hypothesis? By the means of finding out the hypothesis which is there in the training set means. So, you need to check with all possible specific values which represents the attributes. So, sky is represented by 3 specific values and rest of the attributes are represented by 2 specific values. So, if you multiply all those specific values for the respective attributes, then you will get 96 distinct instances, right. So, if you represent one or more like null symbols, right, then it will be an empty set. So, every hypothesis if it is containing with one or more null symbol, that means whatever the hypothesis we take, if it is with one null symbol, either it might be one null symbol or more null symbol, right. So, then it represents a set of empty instance. Now, after that we need to check for how to generalize the specific ordering hypothesis then, right. So, we need to generalize the specific ordering of the hypothesis. What is the meaning of generalizing the specific ordering of hypothesis? Now that we need to consider 2 hypotheses, H1 as sunny and again another 2 are question mark and again strong and another 2 attributes are specific values are specific values of the attributes are question mark symbol. That means it is acceptable. Now, another hypothesis H2 is also representing with sunny and rest of the attributes are represented with uh, question mark symbol, no specific value has been given. Now, how many values can be accepted here? Any number of values can be accepted here except Sunny, because only Sunny is the specific value. Rest of the question mark symbols can accept all possible values. But here Sunny and Strong are two specific values, and only 4 are the question mark symbols remaining here in hypothesis H1, so that only few values which represents question mark symbol are accepted. That means if you take that in general, consider the hypothesis as given hypothesis of h of j and h of k, right. This first hypothesis as h of j and in general, and second hypothesis H2 in general as h of k. Then h of j is more general than or equal to h of k, or you need to check that h of k is more general than or equal to h of j, right, vice versa. If this h of 1 is more general or rather than equal, I mean greater than or equal to this h of k, or else h of k is more general than or equal to h of j. That is what we need to check. Then it will be represented as all the small x will represent at all instances of the instance x. All the distinct instances of this x will be represented as like h of x. H of x means what? This is the possible values which is represented as more number of general values are accepted here. So, more number of general values are h of k are accepted in this instance x is like 1 represents true value, yes. So, which will be accepted and more than h of j. That means h of k will also satisfy h of j. That is the general ordering. The general ordering means if any one of the hypothesis is having more acceptability of all possible values apart from negative values and specific values, then you consider that particular accepting hypothesis for all possible values as the general one. That means the general specific ordering. So, for that general specific ordering which accepts that hypothesis which accepts more possible values for all possible values, like with question mark symbol, then you should say like it is more general than or equal to, right. So, here h1 is represented as h of j and h2 is represented as h of k. Now, h of k is representing more or accepting more values than, more all possible values than h of j, right. So, then you need to write for the instances of x, h of k of x instance x is accepting all possible values which are greater than h of j of instance x. Again there you have accepted values in h of j also, right. At the same time, the first hypothesis h of j should not be a negative one, it should be a positive one. Parallelly, both the hypotheses will be like positive hypotheses. It can be represented in a pictorial format also. Now that in the diagram we can see that H naught, H1, H2 comma 3 and H4 will represent different hypotheses with respect to general and specific values. For instances X, you will be representing with hypothesis H4. For instances of 1, you will be representing with H1 here, hypothesis H1, and X2 and X3 here with X2. So, this is XR called instances, this is H hypotheses, right. Now, in this pictorial representation, again you can map those instances with the hypotheses, right, and those hypotheses are represented in with respect to H naught, H1, H2, H3, H4 as individual hypotheses for the instances of X1, X2, X3 and X4, whereas X1, X2, X3 are X1, X2, X4 are positive instances and X3 is a negative instance, right. So, hypothesis H1, H2 and H3 are represented here, representing the instances X1, X2 and X4. Now that in the table, if you just check that how many yes and no are there, the first two are yes, that means positive, third row is again no means it is negative, and fourth row is yes means it is positive. Similarly, if you map all those instances to the hypothesis H naught to H4, then again you will check that yes, it is positive, positive, negative and positive.